Retain gang, what's poppin', man? This your boy Tay, back at y'all again. Hey guys, today's video, before we start, make sure y'all follow my IG. Make sure y'all like the video if you haven't already. We can get this thing in the algorithm, man. I greatly appreciate y'all. But today's video, I want to talk about why we need to heal so our soul can glow, right? That soul glow. Because that's what we need, all of us. You know, I'm talking to everybody, but the chosen ones are the ones who wake up first to heal the world and help others. So it's imperative that we, all of us, start healing ourselves. And this thing starts all the way from childhood. You know, we always realized that we were different. We was the oddball out, and we didn't fit in with the rest. So we put this mask on. We put this mask on to try to be validated by others and fit into the crowd. But deep down, you know you don't fit in with that crowd. Deep down, you knew that you was always different. You was always doing your own thing. We lose ourselves behind these masks. This character that we build for ourselves so that we can put it on in public and people will accept us. But what type of life is that to live? Guys, we gotta reprogram what we were taught from childhood. We were taught to please others by doing things that make them accept us, that make them happy. But sometimes what makes others happy is destroying you inside. You're putting your soul in this prison of this character you built for yourself. We gotta stop doing that. It's time to let your soul glow. Spread your wings. Why do we seek validation from people who don't understand us? Why do we seek validation from people who don't even like our true self? If we showed them who we truly are, they would disappear. But yet we look for acceptance from this. And that's not good. Who are these people we're looking for validation from? Do they love themselves? Do they know who they are? You know, most people that we look to be validated by, they're seeking validation from others. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's seeking validation because everybody is afraid to be their true self. So everybody walks out the house, what mask do I want to wear today? I got to go to work. Let me put my work mask on. I'm going around my friends. Let me put my friend's mask on. You know what I'm saying? We got all these different masks for different situations. What I think it is I think that we're afraid that if we show people who we truly are, they'll judge us from the ugliness inside. Or they might take advantage of us for all the beauty we have within. I think it's both. See, the healing process starts when you take that mask off, right? I had a guy in the comments, you know, he asked me, he said, you know, why is it when you heal that people start to drop out your life? That's the reason. Because you're not being fake anymore. You're starting to show who you truly are. You're starting to accept yourself for who you are and everything about you. And when you start to do that, all these people who thought you were this character that you built, they start to fizzle out your life because they were fake. They've never meant to be in your life in the first place. They were attracted to that fake character that you built. And once you drop that character, they have no reason to stick around. See, when you start the healing process, you're going to lose a lot of people in your life. Okay? And that's a good thing. You know, the Most High God sometimes has to reveal what's going on around us. And sometimes it might be painful, but it's necessary. You'll know the true chosen ones in your life because they're the ones that stick around when there's nobody else around. They're the ones that stick around when you're at rock bottom. That's how you know somebody's truly for you. Right? Everybody wants to be around you when you're winning. Everybody wants to be around you when you're socially accepted. When you start the healing process, see, a lot of people don't want to start that healing process. You know, you got all these masks on, but when you get home, that's the only time that mask is off. And even then, a lot of people don't deal with themselves still because They're gonna turn the TV on. Oh, let's see what's on Netflix. Let me get on my phone. Let me scroll. Let me play the game. Let me do something to distract my mind from myself. Who are you though? A lot of people don't know themselves, so they look for validation so somebody else can tell them who they should be. Why would you let somebody who don't know who they are tell you who you should be? Everybody's just running around here doing everything in their power to be accepted by people who don't even know themselves. It's crazy. It's a crazy, crazy world we live in. We got to detach from that. It's time for you to be yourself, accept yourself for who you are, and start to work from within. Sit your butt at home. Stop always distracting yourself. Put your phone down for 10, 20 minutes and just sit quietly and ask questions. Who am I? What is my purpose? 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 Repeat that to yourself. You will start to get the answers. They're going to come. They might not come when you think they will, but you got to pay attention. We got to learn to pay attention to yourself. This is the process of healing. But just know, you got to take that ass whooping. Oh, yeah. And that's why a lot of people are afraid to be alone, because they know that ass whooping's coming. I remember when I was a kid and I do something I wasn't supposed to do. You know, I'm like, oh, man, I got all this anxiety and stress. I already know, like, man, my parents going to find out. I'm finna take this L. I know I'm finna take this L. But, you know, you deal with it. And, you know, after that ass whooping, you feel good. Yeah, you a little scarred up, you beat up, but you feel good because it's off your conscience now. You dealt with the problem and you took it head on. A lot of us scared to take that whooping, but if you don't take the whooping, you can't start the healing process. And you'll feel much better once you do that, because you dealt with your problems. And a lot of people are afraid to deal with themselves. They can't do it. They gotta have distraction. They gotta have somebody in their circle to just be there. You know, why do we think that everybody else has the answers? The answers are inside of us. But we go for other people. Hey, is this right? Do you accept me for being this way? Like they're perfect, like they have all the answers, and they don't. This is why we gotta learn to trust ourselves. Focus on yourself. Figure out who you are. And then once you start to do these things, your soul is going to start glowing. Your wings are going to start spreading. You know how this sun is in my eyes right now? That's how you're going to be. You walk around, you walking into the crowd, or you walking around just outside or the grocery store, and you shining like this sun. You shining. You know, you bright, because you're not afraid to walk your path. You're walking in your true divine purpose. And just like this sun shining, that's how you're supposed to be shining. That's how you should be glowing. Nobody else out here can lead you to that but yourself. You follow the crowd, you keep looking for validation from other people, they're going to lead you to the slaughterhouse. You see what's going on right now. You know, people taking whatever just to fit in, or just to keep their status in life. The blind leading the blind. If somebody jumped off a bridge, if a crowd of people jumped off the bridge, would you follow them? I'm pretty sure you wouldn't. But that's what most people are doing now, especially right now in this time, with all this peer pressure floating around. Everybody trying to fit in and keep the status quo in their life, instead of walking their own path and figuring out who they are and what they have to offer. When you walk in your divine purpose, you'll maneuver all these traps. You won't have to fit in, because you're going to be one setting the tone. You're going to be one that's setting the standard for everybody to look and watch and see. But you got to tap into yourself. You got to take this mask off. Matter of fact, burn that mask up, you know, because you don't need it. If people don't accept you for who you are, they don't need to be around you anyway. Why would you want somebody around you who don't even like you for who you are? Drop them. You don't need them. Goodbye. Peace. You know what I'm saying? I wish you the best. Many blessings. But hey, you don't belong in my life, because you can't accept me for my true self. When you start to accept yourself, you're going to see your whole life change. Okay? Yeah, you got to take them whoopings. But after that, the healing process, the wounds start to heal, you're going to see your whole life change. You won't care what somebody else has to say about you. You're directing your own life. Instead of being peer pressured by people around you to live this certain life, or you got to be this certain way. Follow your own path. Only you know what's right for you. Only you do. People gonna try to come in your life and tell you what they think you should be doing. Scratch all that, man. Block that out. Everybody always got the answers to you, for you, to what you need to be doing. Do what's right for you. Do what you need to do for yourself. You know, what I'm doing right now, man, I do everything for myself. And if I would have told people about this lifestyle that I'm living and what I want to achieve, you think people would have been behind that? You know, most people, they're still stuck in that mind frame of you got to have a job to support yourself. You got to do this and do that, when you don't. If you have an idea, if you have goals, if you have dreams, all you got to do is pursue that and put all your energy towards that. And the universe is going to get out your way. But see, the average person doesn't understand that. You know, they're still mentally chained up. You got to walk your own way, because if you try to rely on somebody else to tell you what they think you should be doing, you're going to have a miserable life, right? You're never going to see your full potential at all. At all. Okay? Don't be afraid to walk your own path. Don't be afraid. Them people that's trying to talk about you, or they looking at you crazy because you walking your own path, they secretly admire you because you're doing something that they could never do. You're doing something that they would be afraid to even attempt. So they watching you, they looking up to you. Lead by example. You be the one to take that first step in your life and show people, prove them wrong. Show them that, look, what I'm doing is right. I don't need your validation, because I validate myself. Shine bright. Shine bright like the sun. That's what you down here to do, to shine bright and be a light in other people's life so that they can find a potential in themselves. Remember, always stay humble. Just because you are different from everybody else, that doesn't mean you look down on them or frown upon them like you're better than them, okay? We always move, you know, with gratitude, with appreciation for what we have in our life, and we accept others for who they are. Oh, the way you treat people is the way you feel about yourself. So you can tell a lot about a person by how they treat others. When you start to treat yourself right, when you start to respect yourself, you're going to treat people with respect no matter how they receive you, no matter how they treat you. You're going to show them respect. You're going to show them love. You know, you're going to move that way because that's how you are inside. So don't get caught up in this peer pressure of having to be like this, like this, like this. Don't put yourself in a box, right? Break out the box. You start to create your own reality. All right, Retain Gang, it's your boy Tay. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. Let me know in the comment section what y'all thought about this video or what y'all would like me to talk about next. Y'all have a beautiful day, man. And I'm out. Peace.